You see celebrities and athletes talking about the law of attraction and manifestation, but why is it that they are able to reach such high levels of wealth and success? What do they do differently to attract that level of abundance? And some of them seemingly coming from nothing. In this video, I'll be showing you the manifestation secrets of the rich and famous. What they do differently that truly causes their massive success. With my decade plus of research into manifestation, I remember being obsessed at the beginning of my journey with why the law of attraction worked so well for some people while other people continued to struggle. And this is what I found. I'm sharing it all. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Mary Kate and I'm a mindset coach and manifesting expert focused on getting you transformational results. My whole channel is all about manifesting, the law of attraction with meditations and more, where I share the tools you need to get the results you want. I post brand new videos every single Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button below. It takes just a quick second. And I put so much of my heart and energy into making these videos and these free trainings for you, so it lets me know that you're watching and getting value. So once you do that, let's get right into it. So the law of attraction, I would say, has gained a lot of popularity over the years with celebrity endorsements from people like Oprah, Jim Carrey, Will Smith, Tony Robbins, Denzel Washington, Ariana Grande, and countless others. There are so many celebrities that this video would go on and on and on if I name them all, so those are just a few off the top of my head. So if all of these extremely successful people are using the law of attraction and they've reached such high levels of success, what are they doing differently? Why is it not working for some people and it's working so well for them? How is their approach different? And what are their secrets? Well, here is what I've discovered. There are actually 3 specific things that they do that make all of the difference. These are their secrets and they are in no specific order. So the first secret that each of these people have in common is their perception of limitations. If you notice, they all perceive limits very differently from what's considered normal for most people. Everyone is wired differently based on their subconscious programming. But one of the biggest differences when it comes to successful manifestation is that you have to fully believe that whatever it is that you want is actually possible. And it's truly much more common to want something, but simultaneously not really believe it could happen. I mean, how many times have you had a big goal or dream, but you didn't know where to start, so you didn't do anything at all? When you were little, maybe you wanted to be an astronaut, but you didn't really believe it's possible, so you never went for it. These people go for it because they don't perceive limits in the same way. They don't buy into their subconscious programming the same way that most normal people do. We all have different parameters and different rules that we live by based on our beliefs and our subconscious programming. We all tend to form our own little boxes of what we believe is possible in our reality. But these people don't have the same type of boxes. They don't perceive limits in the same way. I hear it all the time. Someone saying, I'm gonna manifest $1 million, but then the person doesn't actually believe it could happen on a subconscious level. And then they wonder why it doesn't show up, or why their manifestation just didn't work, or why manifestation in general just doesn't work for them. But this is what I actually call counter manifesting, and it will actually block you out every single time. It cancels out any effort you make when you're trying to manifest something but simultaneously believing it's not possible. You can't want something and also not believe it's possible at the same time. That energy just cancels each other out. The secret that the rich and famous use is that they choose not to believe in limits. They don't put themselves in boxes. They choose to believe that what they want is not only possible, but inevitable. And then they go for it. They take the inspired action and go for it. And it's in this firm faith that it shows up for them. Jim Carrey even talks about that time that he wrote himself a check for $10 million, and in the memo section he wrote for acting services rendered. And he kept it in his pocket every single day because he was so sure of it. And guess what? It happened for him just a few years later. And Oprah talks about a story where she was obsessed with the color purple, and when she heard the movie was being made, she started telling everybody that she was going to be a part of it. It wasn't a question of asking, it wasn't a question of begging or pleading, it wasn't a question of wishing. She wasn't asking, she was deciding. Because from her point of view, there was no limit that actually existed that could stop her from having it. And truly, that whole Oprah story is so powerful. I specifically love the part where she talks about how she surrendered when she was walking on the track. I don't want to get into that story because it'll take up too much time in this video, and I want to kind of get into the other secrets that I want to share with you, but look it up. It's truly inspiring. But the truth is, as I always say, limits are just lies you chose to believe. Limits are truly just lies that you chose to believe. They don't actually exist unless you believe they do, and your beliefs are actually formed by your subconscious programming. If you need to, pause and rewind that, because that's a whole lot of gold right there in that 15 seconds of everything I just said. Lies are just limits that you chose to believe. They don't actually exist unless you believe they do. So stop believing in these invisible limits that you impose on yourself. Free yourself from that invisible box that you created and choose to believe that anything and everything is possible. You don't have to know all of the details, you just have to believe it's possible and go for it. Because the truth is, what's possible for others is possible for you. So decide what you want to have and have it. It's not impossible for you. And the next secret that I want to share with you is honestly one of my personal favorites, because I truly believe that this is what made all the difference in my own manifesting. And this secret is the ability to put your full faith behind something even before it's here and even before you can see it. You can almost think of this hand in hand with the law of assumption. Whatever you assume to be true is what's true, and this is an extremely powerful concept. I think a lot of people get confused on how this actually works because it can feel kind of strange to believe in something that you've never actually seen or experienced. And if you're in this space of kind of being confused of how it works, I have this really amazing law of assumption meditation that I'm going to leave a link up here and a link down below too. I highly, highly recommend trying out this meditation because it will really click and resonate with you what I mean by believing it even before it's here. Creating an experience that you've never seen before and actually feeling like it's here now. But if you look at these people, they all talk about visualization and creating a real experience, so much so that there is no doubt in their mind. It's this full faith and assumption and believing so strongly that what you want is definite that truly makes it work. And by the way, if you struggle to visualize and create that real experience for yourself, also be sure to try out my visualization video. I'm gonna leave a link up here and a link down below. Sorry, someone just started pressure washing. But I've had a ton of people tell me that this visualization exercise that I share, the lemonade exercise, actually changes everything for them. Again, the link is down below. And the final secret that I want to share is something that I really think sets apart the rich and famous when it comes to manifestation. And this is actually a brainwave state that everyone experiences, but creative people tend to spend more time in this specific brainwave state. And this brainwave state I'm talking about is actually called the theta state. And this is one of the best states to be in to manifest what you want. Because in this state, you're most in tune with your subconscious mind and you can actually access your subconscious programming much more easily so that you can shift it. This theta brainwave state is filled with creativity and imagination, almost where reality is suspended and it's like a childlike realm where anything and everything is possible. It's that place that actors, writers, painters, and other artists go when they get completely lost and consumed in their work and lost in their own imagination. And then all of a sudden a masterpiece is created. And the interesting part is that children up to the age of 7 live primarily in this theta wave state, which is why you always see kids playing and exploring and being creative. You'll see them 1 second playing and pretending like they're an astronaut in outer space, and the next second they're in their little play kitchen pretending to be a top chef. They're in that theta wave state where every possibility is available to them. And an interesting thing to also note is that your subconscious programming is actually mainly formed within these first 7 years of your life where you're primarily in that theta state. It's all correlated. This is when you're a little sponge picking up on the world around you and starting to accept the people, places, things, and experiences of everything that's being influenced around you. But in this theta state is where you can harness your imagination and really work to remove the limits that you created and remove the limits from your subconscious programming, because limits don't exist unless you believe they do. And if you're wondering how to access this theta state and the best way to get into it and use it, I created a whole video about it. I will leave a link up here and a link down below. So those are the 3 secrets that the rich and famous use to successfully manifest. And I also shared so many links and free tools in this video so that you can harness and access these same secrets for yourself. So start using them because they truly work. All of the links to all of these tools that I shared are all in the description box below for you. So try them out. And I actually have 3 more of these secrets, but I didn't want this video to get too long. So if you want me to make a part 2 to this video and you found this video really helpful, I can go ahead and do that, but just leave me a comment below so I know to make that for you. I just wanted to get to the 3 main points quickly for the sake of time today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok at MK Magic Mindset. And if you want to learn more about me, my programs, how to work with me, and more, you can visit my website at mkmagicmindset.com, and I will see you in the next one.